To find the answer, to address this question, let's embark on a journey to explore 20 deep Stoic philosophies for dealing with disrespect. These are not only principles to help us remain steadfast in the face of challenges, but also a journey to developing inner strength. Each principle helps us to cope every situation with calm, firmness, and self-confidence. If you want to have control over your emotions and reactions in order to rise above the negativity and grow in any situation, we have a little challenge for you, which is to stay with us until the end, because everyone plays the principle an important role. A very important role in helping you become a better version of yourself. Let's discover and apply these principles in life, turning every challenge into a new step on the path of personal development. Number 1. Self-reflection in facing disrespect. One of the most powerful tools that Stoic philosophy offers is self-reflection. Self-reflection not only helps us recognize our strengths and weaknesses, but also opens the door for us to understand and manage our reactions to challenging situations. Every event can become an opportunity for personal growth. And when someone disrespects you, instead of reacting instantly and negatively, pause and ask yourself, did any aspect of my attitude or behavior contribute to this situation? This question is not intended for self-blame, but rather for us to gain clearer insight into ourselves and our interactions with the world around us. Consider this through an example. Suppose you are a long-time manager and a subordinate regularly reacts negatively towards you. You could reflect on your behavior and speech. You might realize that your communication style is too direct or lacks empathy, which could make others feel disrespected. Realizing this not only helps you understand the employee's reaction better, but also aids in developing your leadership and communication skills. The process of self-reflection not only helps us react more wisely in specific situations, it is also an opportunity for us to grow and mature. This is the essence of living a Stoic life, continuously learning and evolving from every life experience. Comment, practice, self-reflection. If you agree, number 2, maintain self-control when insulted or disrespected. The natural reaction of humans is often to respond negatively through words or actions. However, Stoicism encourages us to be aware and actively control this reaction. This not only helps minimize the negative impact on ourselves and others, but also helps us maintain our dignity and self-respect. Imagine you are in an important meeting and a colleague criticizes you. All eyes are on you and you feel anger brewing inside, but instead of letting words and actions be dictated by emotion, you choose to maintain self-control. You take a deep breath, allow the moment to pass, and then calmly respond with respect and thought. Not only do you maintain composure, but you also demonstrate self-control and maturity. This not only reduces stress, but also makes a strong impression on those around you. By maintaining self-control, you not only overcome the challenge of disrespect, but also become a shining example of patience and resilience. It's about building a sturdy mental house where each brick is our choice in facing difficulties. Self-control in Stoicism is not just about dealing with external challenges, but also about nurturing inner strength, a power that cannot be shaken. Before we delve into number 3, let me tell you a story about a friend of mine, Peter, an experienced marketing professional, during a meeting as he was presenting his idea. Mr. Smith, a veteran director, interrupted and dismissed the idea as immature instead of reacting strongly. Peter reacted more wisely, paused for a moment, and then calmly explained the feasibility and advantages of his idea. This not only helped him maintain respect, but also opened up a more positive and constructive discussion rather than a meaningless argument. Wondering how Peter managed this? Handle the situation as gently as you handle disrespect from others. I will guide you to an important rule in Stoic philosophy that is often easier said than done. Number 3. Remain composed. Maintaining your composure is like building a mental fortress or a lighthouse in the dark of emotional turbulence. By doing this, we not only avoid becoming caught up with the tornado of unfavorable feelings, but may select a more nuanced route. The route of serenity, lucidity, and sage response stoicism teaches us that we have no control over the outside world, with all of its ups and downs. The only thing we can really control is how we respond to it. By remaining composed, you avoid rash decisions and maintain a clear vision that enables you to successfully navigate any challenge. Don't misunderstand me. Maintaining composure is not about being weak or accepting things without thinking. Rather, it is a firm decision that allows us to approach situations more thoughtfully and is not influenced by fleeting, unpleasant feelings from a stoic standpoint. Being composed is more than simply common sense. It's a way of life, a strong statement of resilience and inner wisdom. It acts as a guidelight to help us firmly traverse the path of overcoming obstacles, in addition to being a medicine to calm the violent waves of soul disturbance. If you think this third concept is useful, please hit the like button to demonstrate your agreement with point 4. Keep your confidence. Though nobody is flawless and no one can claim to be the best, confidence is not a natural quality of a person. Sometimes, however, we may feel inferior to others because of disrespect. So why should we be timid because of a few defects that, if kept to ourselves, probably no one would ever consider? Generate behaviors. Behaviors generate habits, and habits build character in line with Stoic theory. When someone belittles you, don't allow these hurtful remarks get to you. Confidence is not pride or arrogance, but rather a profound awareness of one's abilities and principles. Instead, define your value and see every circumstance as a chance to showcase your virtues and self-worth. The tale of Tom serves as an excellent illustration of this. At an art show, he presented his vivid and passionate paintings, but not everyone was moved by them. Some thought they were too chaotic, while others claimed they lacked artistic merit, rather than casting doubt on his talent. Tom was unwavering in his belief in his artistic vision, even after realizing that not everyone would like or understand his style. This did not, however, lessen the significance of his work, and he kept producing without letting unfavorable feedback stop him. He also said that every work of art expresses and engages the viewer in a different way, so when you value yourself, you innately retain confidence in life. From there, you'll daringly pursue your goals and show off your abilities rather than living a life of constant hiding behind an imperceptible shell brought on by disrespect. Number 5. Avoid escalation. Do not respond to number with even greater disrespect. Instead, try to diffuse situations and avoid escalation of disrespect. This is what Stoic philosophy encourages us to strive for in Act Number 5, in a way that reflects self-mastery and calm, non-negative emotions. Imagine encountering a situation where someone says or does something disrespectful to you instead of responding with anger or criticism. Be reserved and try to ease the tension by asking him clearly why he feels this way. Calmly expressing your own point of view not only prevents the situation from getting worse, but also shows that you are in control of your emotions. A calm and thoughtful response can change the entire dynamic of a situation and turn a potential conflict into an opportunity for understanding and reconciliation. This practice is not a sign of weakness, but a clear reflection of inner strength and resilience by avoiding escalation and remaining in control, not only keeping the environment around you free of negativity, but also demonstrating a pattern of strength and self-esteem. Mastery is a central aspect of Stoic philosophy. Number 6. Forgiveness. Choosing forgiveness is not only a moral act, but also a leap in spiritual development. It's a journey from the inner peace's light shining through the darkness of resentment. From a Stoic perspective, forgiveness is not an automatic response, but rather a strong determination to not allow negative emotions cloud our judgment. Being able to forgive doesn't make you weak. On the contrary, it fortifies you in your ability to uplift others via a process of soul purification. Assume the following scenario. You are a leader, and one of your staff members has unintentionally caused a significant loss for your company. While you may want to discipline this employee, you choose to forgive them instead of criticizing them because you recognize that they are likely dealing with pressures and ingrained fears. This allows you to turn the incident into a learning opportunity. Acquiring knowledge and development, the outcome might be a significant change. In addition to feeling appreciated and growing from their error, the employee also helps to foster an environment at work where compassion and respect are fostered. By forgiving others, you also help yourself. You turn hurt into strength and turn every challenge into a step toward wisdom and personal development. From a Stoic perspective, forgiveness is a gift to yourself as much as to others. It is a release from the bonds of unfavorable feelings, a decisive step in the direction of genuine peace and happiness. Comment when you're prepared to implement this sixth concept in your life. Number 7. Understand. Try using these 5 techniques to see things from the other person's point of view when you're treated unfairly or disrespectfully. Empathy is not just about demonstrating compassion. It's also a means of expanding our awareness of others' feelings and views. Realizing that disrespect can occasionally be caused by a person's personal problems or stress not only helps you to lessen your own hurt, but also creates a space for conversation and empathy. Considering the circumstances. Asking yourself how you would feel if you were the other person can help you comprehend their actions and delay passing judgment. Being tolerant of others. Not everyone has the same comprehension or emotional regulation skills. Having empathy allows you to respond with compassion and patience rather than just your feelings. Avoiding negative labeling. Rather than calling people rude or annoying, try to understand that their actions may be the result of circumstances beyond your control. Using empathy as a communication tool. When you demonstrate empathy, you create the space for more productive dialogue and the settlement of disputes. This not only eases tension, but also opens doors for communication and reconciliation. Recall Providing for on the path to a morally rich and profound life, where every moment is an opportunity to shine with understanding and kindness. Practicing empathy is not only crucial for overcoming the challenges of disrespect, but also plays a significant role in character development and refinement. Set boundaries. In the context of Stoic philosophy, setting boundaries is not only an act of personal protection, but also an expression of a profound understanding of one's own needs and values, like many others. When it comes to boundaries, many people often think of drawing hard lines and creating a distance between themselves and others. I realized the importance of setting boundaries to stop this when a friend of mine constantly asks for help at inconvenient times and places. This makes me feel exploited and throws off the balance between work and personal life. I told my friend, I really want to help you, but I also need time for myself and other personal obligations. I can assist you during specific times of the day or week, but I need to know ahead of time so I can plan my calendar. Although you have no influence over how other people act, you do have the right to set your own expectations and demand respect in return. By doing this, you not only safeguard your time and energy, but also create boundaries that help strike a balance between kindness and respect for your own needs and boundaries. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on self-care and sustaining wholesome relationships. If you're prepared to establish limits for yourself, watch this video, which is number 9. Emphasize virtue. According to Stoic philosophy, virtue serves as both a moral defense mechanism and a barrier for our soul in the face of injustice. Selecting moral behavior means selecting mental fortitude and inner serenity. Virtue is the course we follow, wisdom in observation, and not merely advice, fairness in relationships, self-defense, courage, and emotional self-control, restraint. Imagine yourself in a meeting where everyone else ignores every idea you have. Rather of giving in to your bad feelings, you decide to listen to and comprehend other colleagues' points of view and observe things objectively. Ives, you seem brave and self-assured while voicing your opinions, but you also exercise caution to prevent pointless disputes. This is a means of demonstrating maturity and depth, in addition to serving as self-defense against harmful influences. Contemplating that by steadfastly walking the path of virtue, you not only gain the esteem of people around you, but also help to modify the way that virtue in its. Before we go on to number 10, essence is more than just an internal act. It's also a source of inspiration and a guiding light amid the shadow of disrespect and conflict. Picture a well-known circumstance. At a work meeting, people are exchanging opinions, but your thoughts are wandering. You hear words but don't really listen, and when a colleague expresses dissatisfaction, you realize that you've missed a priceless opportunity to understand and connect. In situations like these, you realize how urgently you need to practice active listening, which is an essential Stoic philosophy skill that we want to walk you through in number 10. Active listening is an art form as well as a skill. When we truly listen, we hear with our hearts as well as our ears. Souls, we open up a space for deep understanding and connection in this noisy and bustling world. Taking the time to truly listen to what others are saying becomes a revolutionary act. This is expressed not only through words, but also through eye contact, a smile, and even in silences. Open your heart and be ready to understand and feel when faced with disrespect. Instead of reacting hastily, we learn to listen. This not only helps us understand others better, but also to comprehend ourselves in every story, every complaint, or even criticism. There is a profound lesson about human nature and how we connect with each other. Listening is not just a gesture of respect, but also a crucial step towards self-improvement and personal development. When we actively listen, we not only enrich our own lives, but also create a more caring and understanding world. This is the quiet power of listening, a strength that those who pursue Stoic philosophy always cherish and develop. We want to express our gratitude and congratulations for reaching the halfway point of today's video. Your presence here shows that you are fully prepared for this journey. Now shift your focus to the remaining 10 principles for dealing with disrespect from others. Number 11. Show appreciation. We frequently discuss gratitude in our daily lives, which is about finding joy in the little things in life. Examples of these small pleasures include a lovely painting in the sky, a heartfelt chat with a close friend, or the peaceful sensation one has when waking up in the morning. However, gratitude can also be a source of mental strength, a light shining in the shadow of adversity and challenges. From this vantage point, Stoic philosophy encourages embracing and finding value in every circumstance, including unpleasant ones. Gratitude is not only about acknowledging and enjoying life's small pleasures, it's also about seeing the lessons and chances for personal development that come with obstacles and setbacks. You can use the following 3 techniques to cultivate thankfulness. When faced with disrespect, the first thing to do is to acknowledge and appreciate others. In that moment, find something for which you may be thankful. This could be a chance to practice patience, altruism, or a deeper understanding of both yourself and other people. The second is the practice of journaling and reflection. Keeping a gratitude journal can help you develop a positive habit, improve your mood, and see the world more optimistically. Third is expressing thanks. Practicing gratitude in situations of disrespect helps us reduce feelings of anger, disappointment, and self-control. Sharing your feelings of gratitude with others not only helps strengthen relationships and spread positivity, but it also helps you realize the value and positive impact of gratitude in everyday life. It creates a place for introspection and action, rather than allowing unpleasant feelings to sweep you away. Gratitude gives us a fresh perspective on life, one in which every obstacle presents an opportunity for development and education. Acceptance number 12 in Stoic philosophy. Acceptance is both comprehending and embracing life's realities with a peaceful soul, in addition to accepting what cannot be altered. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius emphasize that life's circumstances, good or bad, are beyond our control, and that what matters is how we respond to them. We are told that accepting reality requires facing it head-on, with courage and insight rather than giving up or being uncaring. Imagine yourself in a crucial meeting when all of a sudden the room loses power, causing everyone around you to become agitated and panic. Rather than showing your discomfort or worry, you choose to accept the situation calmly and use the opportunity to talk with colleagues while taking advantage of the natural light coming in through the window. This not only helps you stay optimistic, but it also inspires those around you to adjust to the circumstances. Through this example, we can see that acceptance is not surrender, but rather realizing that there are things we cannot control and learning to find innovative solutions in challenging circumstances. This is the core of Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to cultivate inner fortitude and an unwavering attitude in the face of adversity. Have you developed the ability to accept the way things are? If yes, kindly describe how you handle different circumstances in the 13th comment box. Before moving on to number 13, let's take a moment to reflect on the life of freelance writer Luke. His family frequently misunderstands his work and treats it as a hobby, rather than a legitimate career. One evening, when Lucas was excitedly discussing a new writing project, he encountered strong resistance from his family. His mother even questioned him, calling it just a hobby. "When will you find a steady job?" she added. If you were in Lucas's shoes, how would you respond? Would you accept and go along with your family's plans, or would you respond by vehemently defending your passion? Philosophy leads us to yet another crucial idea. In addition to simply addressing the problem, pausing and taking a deep breath is a significant signal of autonomy and profound awareness. This technique helps us mentally refocus by making a tranquil environment in which we may tackle challenging circumstances with composure and consideration. Breathing and pausing has three major advantages. First, practicing emotional self-control while we're upset or furious allows us to prevent having hasty or unpleasant reactions. Behaviors that frequently arise when feelings override second-order consciousness. This procedure benefits us as well, become more cognizant of our feelings and ideas, enabling us to make more precise and rational decisions. Third state of mental calm. It clears the mental space, allowing us to recover our composure and weigh all sides of a situation before deciding how to respond responsibly without jeopardizing our own or others' self-respect. This little pause allows you to think things through more thoroughly and allows you to handle the situation calmly. Applying the lucid spirit of Stoic philosophy to problem-solving, rally and remain composed 14th, concentrate on what really matters. A key tenet of Stoic philosophy is focusing on what really matters. When faced with disrespect, the challenge is to remain composed while also acknowledging and concentrating on the important aspects of one's own life. One of the great Stoic emperors, Marcus Aurelius, often stressed the importance of keeping his attention on constructive action and refusing to let outside influences divert him. Consider the following scenario. A salesperson is dealing with a customer who frequently complains and treats the salesperson with disrespect. Rather than reacting negatively, the salesperson chooses to focus on giving the customer accurate and helpful information about the product while maintaining a professional demeanor. This not only helps the salesperson maintain composure and self-respect, but it also shows that they can stand their ground in difficult situations, reflecting the Stoic idea of internal control and concentrating on long-term objectives. By concentrating on what truly matters, you may effectively handle disrespect and foster both professional and personal development. Strong Stoic philosophy that exhorts us to have a worthwhile life, free from unfavorable outside effects. Comment: if you concur with the preceding point number 15, then concentrate on what matters. Use comedy. You must be astonished that someone would use humor to combat disrespect. Aren't you living in a culture where aggressive and irate responses are frequently accepted as standard procedures? Using humor is a risky and unique strategy, yet it's just this distinction that results in unanticipated effectiveness. Humor allows us to see things from a different angle, which lessens the seriousness of the situation and improves our capacity to respond adaptably to life's problems. It also helps us maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of rude or uncomfortable situations. For instance, let's say you are debating workers' rights with a friend who holds a different opinion. During the conversation, you make an argument for bettering laborers' working conditions, but your friend starts criticizing you and treating you disrespectfully. Rather than getting upset, you could make a light-hearted comment to diffuse the situation. When we choose to face challenges with a smile instead of anger, we not only soothe our environment, but also clearly demonstrate control over our emotions and reactions. Therefore, don't hesitate to use humor as a smart strategy in handling disrespect. It not only helps you maintain calmness and self-control, but also opens up a new way to face any challenge lightly and positively. For example, you might say, maybe I'm performing a modern version of the workers' rights protest. In this way, you not only exhibit patience and humor, but also create an opportunity to expand the discussion and promote respect between both parties in the debate. Number 16, change your perspective. Often we bound ourselves to preconceptions we make, thinking that if something is accepted by everyone, it cannot be redefined, or that things cannot be changed from their current state. However, when we shift our perspective, we may break free from these beliefs. The familiar world can appear through an entirely new lens. For example, let's say you are at a significant social event, like a free get-together, and you hear someone speaking poorly of you or acting disrespectfully. Here's how you can practice shifting your perspective. First, ask yourself why. Rather than reacting angrily or insecurely, ask yourself why they are saying those things. Put more emphasis on your objective and less emphasis on their opinions. It's possible that they are unhappy or that they are dealing with personal matters that you are ignorant of. In that case, concentrate on your objective, which could be making friends, interacting with co-workers, or even just having fun. Third, seek reconciliation. If the chance presents itself, you should attempt having a calm and understanding chat with those individuals. Sometimes clearing up misunderstandings and having a conversation can assist. Minimize confrontation by altering your viewpoint, which will allow you to remain composed and confident in that circumstance. This illustrates the Stoic spirit of maintaining composure and refusing to allow other people's disrespect impact your attitude. Number 17. Look for a mediator. When you feel disrespected, mediation is the act of bringing in an unbiased third party to assist two parties in a dispute in coming to a mutually agreeable resolution. Mediation can be a useful tool for resolving conflicts and reaching a settlement. The applicability of seeking mediation in life is demonstrated by Eric's narrative. Eric is a member of a community sports club and frequently takes part in events and tournaments. One day, when competing in swimming against other members, when another participant critiqued Eric's performance, Eric showed disdain. Publicly, instead of responding angrily or creating a conflict, Eric decided to apply Stoic principles and seek mediation. Identifying a mediator, Eric chose a neutral and experienced conflict resolver within the club. Creating an opportunity, Eric proposed a meeting between himself, the disrespectful participant, and the mediator to discuss the issue. Listening and empathizing during the meeting, both sincerely listened to each other's perspectives and emotions. Eric understood that the other person might have a different view of swimming and the competition, finding a reconciliatory solution with the mediator's neutrality. Eric and the other participant began discussing ways to improve the competitive environment and respect each other more in the future agreement and moving forward. Ultimately, Eric reached an agreement on how to improve the situation and committed to moving forward positively. For a healthier, competitive environment for everyone seeking mediation, not only helps you resolve conflicts effectively, but also demonstrates patience, empathy, and cooperative ability. It is a way to protect your inner peace and maintain positive relationships with others in any situation. Remember, seeking mediation doesn't always work, but it shows a focus on constructively solving problems. It is a valuable principle in Stoic philosophy. Number 18. Learn from disrespect. In Stoic philosophy, we can understand that every challenge, including disrespect, can become an opportunity to learn and grow. It's important that we do not view disrespect as a personal attack. Instead, see it as a chance to improve ourselves. When you encounter a situation of disrespect, regardless of the circumstances, instead of reacting with anger, Stoic thinking encourages you to ask why. Try to understand why someone is showing disrespect. Maybe they are under their own pressures or have a personal issue. You are unaware of. Learn from the experience. Reflect on how you handled this situation and see if there is a way to improve how you deal with disrespect in the future. A focus on controlling your mind. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control the actions of others, but we can control how we react. Try to maintain a calm and serene mind in this situation. Thus, learn from disrespect is not just about learning about others, but also about learning about ourselves and how we react to difficult situations. This highlights the comprehensive nature of Stoic philosophy and building strength and wisdom in life. Comment, learn from disrespect if you agree with us. Number 19. Educate others in a world full of turmoil and conflict. The ability to self-educate not only helps you maintain calmness, but also defeats disrespect with understanding and firmness in thinking. When faced with disrespect, consider explaining the philosophy of Stoicism and how it has transformed your life. Instead of reacting with anger or dissatisfaction, you could try sharing Stoic knowledge and reasoning with others. This might include explaining important Stoic principles like controlling emotions, focusing on ethics, and accepting fate. Share how you have applied Stoic philosophy to overcome difficulties and become stronger in your daily life. Finally, encourage others to learn and try applying these principles in their everyday lives, educating others about Stoic philosophy, not only helps them understand you better but can also change how they perceive disrespect and deal with it. Here's how you can positively influence your surroundings and create positive changes. From a Stoic perspective, we can understand that lack of respect from others is often the result of their problems and should not affect our goals and values. Imagine you are a leader or a YouTube channel owner arguing. Your goal is to share Stoic philosophy knowledge and help others improve when faced with problems, lack of respect. Remember that your main goal is to focus on developing your knowledge and helping others rather than getting drawn into meaningless arguments.